Hey guys, so welcome to So Raw episode 3. Like, we're already on the 3rd episode. I know some of you thought that I was gonna like end it after episode 1. No, we are going until we can't go no longer. So before we get into this, I would like to say that this is me after barely sleeping for 1 hour. Like, I am so tired in these next clips, so I just wanted to warn you guys for the weirdness ahead. Today I am wearing my Barbie shirt because I am a Barbie. No, I'm just kidding. I think Torrid's Barbie collection is always so cute and comfy. I personally like off-the-shoulder situation type deals, so I'm just like embracing it and loving it and just being a plus-size Barbie queen. I actually hate calling myself plus size because I'm definitely not plus size. I'm super morbidly obese, but you know, let's just cringe together. Yes, my hair is a little cuckoo bananas today, so we're just gonna also embrace that. So anyways, the first thing I want to talk about is kind of like a dehumanized update moment, because last episode I did talk to you guys about how I feel dehumanized, and I read some of y'all's comments. I read your guys' messages, and a lot of you actually agree with me, especially in my private DMs. You guys made me feel so validated, so I completely appreciate that. And then there's a portion of people, especially in the comments, I noticed comments are brutal. It's like trendy to be mean to me, but in the comments people were invalidating my feelings and how I felt. But I wanted to share a few more reasons why I feel like I am dehumanized on my channel. So this one for me is kind of hard. This also happened on Instagram. I'm not sure if it still is happening on Instagram, but this currently is happening on TikTok. So you search my name on TikTok and it says, "No results found. This phrase may be associated with behavior or content that violates our guidelines." Okay, how? How? Like, literally, I have a TikTok. You guys can see it right here. I have a TikTok. I am not off of TikTok. I've never done anything bad on TikTok. I was making money on TikTok at one point, but then they stopped the creator fund. So it's nothing that I have done on TikTok to create this to happen. And also this happened with Instagram as well. And I did nothing. I still have a profile on Instagram. I've never been kicked off of Instagram, so it was nothing I did. So in my head, I was like, okay, is it because I'm just controversial, if you will? So I thought of one of the most unliked YouTubers, or what people would like to consider someone who is extremely unliked, which I completely disagree. And I looked up Trisha Paytas on TikTok. She's viewable. There's tons of profiles with her name, there's hashtags, etc., etc. So I said, you know what? How about I try someone else? Shane Dawson. We all know all the scandals, everything that he's done. Nope. He still pops up as well. So I was like, okay, well, what's different about me? Like, what did I do? I literally am just a small YouTube channel. So I tried to think, okay, so what's the differences between me, Trisha, and Shane besides the obvious? Oh, I have an eating disorder. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go on the other side of the spectrum, someone else on YouTube who has an eating disorder and people love to talk about it. Eugenia Cooney. If I pronounce her name wrong, I do apologize. So I looked her up on TikTok. Well, there she is. There's a bunch of hashtags with her and a bunch of names with her. So why is there no results found for me? Think for 3 seconds what could be being posted. I have seen several bullying, fat shaming, etc. things on TikTok that have to do with me. I've seen it, people have sent it to me, and this is just another way where I feel dehumanized. Anytime someone reduces a human being to a single characteristic, especially a negative one, they're dehumanizing. So some examples of that is alcoholic, addict, diabetic, schizophrenic, all rob people of the full complexity of their lives and reduce them to a symptom or disorder. This is literally how it feels. People call me fat, people call me liar. You guys have created this character, Liar Lynn, that doesn't even exist. You guys make me feel like my eating disorder is the only thing that I am, and me being super morbidly obese is the only thing that I am. Or, you know, my favorite, I'm a narcissist, according to a lot of people. So I noticed a lot of people didn't like that I used the word dehumanized, so I decided, here are some other words that I want to show you that also mean around the same thing. To degrade, to diminish, to belittle, all of those things are happening. People are degrading me, how I look, how I talk, what I wear, things that have happened with me in the past, things that happen with me in the present, currently, it doesn't matter what it is. People diminish my accomplishments, but they make my failures super freaking huge. Like, it's wild. I am belittled all the time. So people are asking, why are you talking about this now? Why are you talking about haters or hater nation? Why are you talking about the reaction channels? It's because I'm finally using my voice. For so long, I let rumors become false facts because I didn't say anything. I didn't stand up for myself. I have had reaction channel after reaction channel after reaction channel just make money, laugh themselves to the bank because of me. They react to my content constantly, spreading speculation and rumors and lies. And it's like, I finally want to use my voice now, and it doesn't matter if I didn't do it before. All that matters is that I'm doing it now, because for so long I stayed silent, and I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's right. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself. You need to use your voice. I know a lot of people just want to say, oh, ignore it, ignore it. It's different. Yeah, sure. Let's ignore someone telling me my hair is ugly. That's different. The shit that I'm talking about goes so much deeper. So I feel like I can talk about this for literally forever, but we're not gonna do that. I will continue this discussion on my channel. I will continue using my voice and sticking up for me because I know I deserve better. I thoroughly do not think that I have done anything as bad as what people make me seem like. Not a damn thing. So the next thing is, what happened to your merch? I have gotten this question so many times, so I figured I would answer it now. So the merch I made is simplistic. It's modern in my opinion. It's funny. It's something that I would enjoy wearing. I personally don't like super gaudy or colorful merch. That's not my style. That's not what I want. And the simplicity of my merch, people took as laziness, when you guys wouldn't even believe how long it took me to do this, because me no understand. I do not understand how to do this. So this did take me some time. And I liked what I made. I thoroughly did. And people were calling it lazy, saying how horrible it was, and that it was ugly, and just all this stuff. And it's just like, that's the style that I wanted. Me. I like the simplicity of it. I think it's cute, it's dainty, and it's not colorful and in your face, because I don't want that to be my merch. So I decided to stop speaking about the merch because I started to feel dumb, because so many people hated it and so many people called me lazy. Instead of just expressing your opinion and saying this isn't my style, it's not something I'm into, I became Lazy Lynn. And it's like, nothing is ever good enough. Which is fine. Everyone has different clothing styles, different things that they like to wear, which I understand, I get that. But it's just like, the fucking backlash was crazy over some simplistic merch. Like, there's bigger problems in the world. I promise. So in my first So Raw video, I'm pretty sure it was my first one, I talked about the first time I was taken from my parents in foster care. And I got some people saying like, what do you mean you were taken from your parents in a cop car? Like, you're such a liar. They don't put kids in cop cars. And I'm over here just like, they did, they do, and they will. I was actually taken from my parents twice. The one time that I told you guys, and then there was another time, it was actually a trial. My parents were able to fake it and say that they were sober, better, improved, they had jobs, etc., etc. So me and my brother got to live with our parents as what they called a trial. And that trial was not successful. Things actually got worse and things got bad. So I was actually a teenager, very young teenager when this happened. And then I was actually taken from them again. And the story is so similar. I was at school, I got called into the office, and there was a cop car with a cop, obviously, and I got taken from them. So both times I was taken from them, it was a cop who picked up me and my brother, and we went in a cop car. So yes, that happened both times. People compared this to movies. I'm like, girl, this isn't a movie, this is my real life. People are like, how come like in movies, like it's never a cop that takes kids? I think she's lying. And I'm just like, this isn't a movie. This is my real life. And as a young child, like when I was 8 years old, taken for the first time, to be put in the back of a cop car is rather traumatic. And I had other people say like, well, how come like there was like a car seat in the cop car? That doesn't make sense. Well, I know for a fact that there was a car seat in the cop car because my brother was in the car seat and it was his car seat. So when the cop picked up my brother from our drug addict parents, they obviously got the car seat as well. It's like I shared a 5-minute clip of me sharing something about my foster care, and it's like people literally had to dissect it so bad that like, no, none of that's true. It's just like, really, come on now. So I just wanted to clarify that yes, everything I said was completely true. Like that is the point of these videos, and the point of my YouTube is I want to be vulnerable and I want to share things with you guys, and it's just like really hard to do when I feel like everything that I share is just like twisted into something it's not. So the next question, I actually got this from Instagram. Did you and wifey have sex the first day you met? And we actually did. We don't need to go into detail, but I will say that I was really nervous, but it was amazing, of course. So people are asking, am I still doing scratch art? Why did I stop showing it in videos? I'm actually not doing scratch art anymore. And I'm not showing it in videos because I'm not doing it, but also because you guys didn't want that anymore. A lot of you were not interested. I actually watched this vlogger, Sarah Ray Vlogus, I love her vlogs. Like they just remind me of mine, so low key. And in one of the videos that I was watching from her, I'm behind her videos by like a few weeks behind on her videos. Sorry you guys, I got 1 hour of sleep. We're gonna talk more about my sleep schedule in some other video because we ain't gotta do that right now, but I purposely got 1 hour sleep to try to fix my sleeping schedule so I can actually fall asleep at a normal time. So I'm so tired, and that 1 hour of sleep consisted of like off and on sleep. So I technically haven't even slept in, it's been a hot minute. So I am very tired, but I'm trying to make myself tired so I can fall asleep at a normal time. Anyways, so I was watching this vlogger and she loves to talk about books. I'm right there with her. We both love reading, so I understand the passion behind it, and I love when she actually films and talks about books that she's reading, gives me ideas of what to read. And people in her comments were like telling her that it's boring, they're not interested in it. But the thing is, she tried to explain that like it's something that she's passionate about, it's something that she enjoys doing, so she wants to talk about it because she doesn't purposely do things for the vlog. She simply just vlogs her life. And that's kind of what I've tried to convey as well, is like I'm not purposely doing things in my life to vlog. I'm simply just vlogging the things in my life. And if it's books or scratch art or Legos, whatever it may be, I want to feel happy enough and content enough and safe enough to share those things on my channel, even if some people aren't interested. But that's what I feel like is fun about vlogs. You're watching someone else's life. You're watching them do things that maybe you don't do, or some things that you do. I just feel like when a lot of people start tearing me down when it comes to a certain something, it actually really does get to me mentally. So then I just try to take it away altogether. So when a lot of people were saying how like, I'm a little kid, why am I doing scratch arts for kindergartners, I kind of just felt dumb about the whole thing and just took it off of my channel. So I want to talk about 3 conspiracies that I believe in, okay? So before I get into this, we're not going to be arguing in the comments. We're not going to be calling each other stupid or unintelligent. This is just fun conspiracies. You know, it doesn't mean I'm right. I love conspiracies, okay? So the first one is, I believe the moon landing didn't happen. There's a lot of proof. There's a lot of proof online. It just seems like we were trying to make it to the moon before Russia. So we lied and said we did it. So another thing is, I believe that a lot of astronaut clips is not really astronauts in space. You can also go to YouTube and you can find actual clips of astronauts with wires. It's crazy, especially when you see the green screen. Oh, that was embarrassing, I will admit. There was an astronaut in space, right? And they were like interviewing him, and then when they cut away from him, you saw the green screen, and it was disheartening. I know you guys probably think I'm dumb, but this is just fun conspiracies, okay? So the last one is, I thoroughly believe that Stevie Wonder is not blind. Look at this clip, okay? How does he see in a loud room with loud people, loud singing, loud band, loud audience? How does he know that the microphone is falling? Like, you can't hear that. The microphone, I have been near microphones like that, and you don't hear those falling. Especially imagine all the music and the drums, like, because it's just like a crazy loud scene in this scene, and I don't have it played because I don't know about copyright or whatever. Tell me how that's possible. It don't add up. So those are just 3 fun conspiracies, because people like to ask me like, what are some that you believe in or you think are interesting? When I say that I believe in them, I should have done a disclaimer. I wouldn't say that I thoroughly believe in them. So next question is, how did you get diagnosed with bipolar after just 1 session with a psychiatrist? So I was officially diagnosed with bipolar almost 4 years ago. And I did vlog the experience, if you will. It took 1 session for the psychiatrist to know that I was bipolar, and I was inaccurately diagnosed with depression for my whole life. I was always diagnosed with depression. The first time I was ever diagnosed with depression was 9, and I would go on these antidepressants, and they would either make me more sad, or they would make me angry, or, you know, I went through suicidal thoughts, and I would self-harm myself, and no antidepressant ever worked for me. And then I saw this psychiatrist almost 4 years ago, and she said, they don't work for you because you're bipolar. You know, she talked to me, ran tests. It was a couple hours visit, and I will say, I didn't know you could be diagnosed that quickly either, but she prescribed me a mood stabilizer, Lamictal, because hi, bipolar. And I was nervous. I was like, is this just gonna be another situation where it makes me worse? No, it actually worked. It actually helped. My manic episodes were far in between. My lows, They were just tiny little dips, tiny little normal dips in my life, instead of feeling like I'm buried, you know, underneath all just the sadness and dirt. Like the Lamictal completely changed my life. And that's how I know without a doubt that her diagnosis is true. Because finally we were able to put a diagnosis to my problems, get a medication that helped me. So I don't know how she did it. I went to the appointment, she did it. I still see the same psychiatrist for almost 4 years now. This psychiatrist has been in my life, and she has changed my life because she listened to me when no one else would. And for that, I am so freaking appreciative. Like, we found something that works, and now it's just up to me to take the damn medicine. So we have a rumor. Amberlynn is in a poly relationship. So I'm gonna let y'all know right here, right now, I'm a one gal type of gal. I only want to be with one person. I only want to love one person and make love to one person. I want that one person to be my best friend, my lover, my other half. And I need that to be the same energy from my other half. I have to be their one and only. So no, I'm not in a poly relationship. My partner is not in a poly relationship. It's just us. It's me and wifey. That's it. I will never, ever be in a poly relationship. I am way too jealous. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm way too jealous. And thankfully, my girlfriend doesn't want that. So if you're poly, be with poly. But if you're monogamous, never change for anyone, okay? So people have been asking my opinion on Nikocado Avocado and how he like shades me all the time and all this stuff. And honestly, my opinion is just that I'm just queen. I'm his muse, I'm entertaining, and I inspire him to be funny and quirky and dainty. So my opinion is that I love that for him, and I hope he continues on the journey of trying to be my clone or something. I don't know. He seems a little obsessed. Okay, so advice segment. I hate my boyfriend's cooking. I always lie and say I like it because I don't want to hurt his feelings. Should I be honest? So I have been in this situation in the past. Thankfully not with my current girlfriend. I'm not going to say who, but in the past I have ate people's cooking that I was like, ew. And 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10, I just lie and said I liked it. You know, it's like those little white lies. Oh, let me get it now. The reaction channels. Amberlynn admitting to lying. We all do it. We all do it. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings. But as I've gotten a little older, I've realized that, like, especially if you're in a relationship with someone and they like to cook for you or they cook often for you, if you tell them you like their food, they're gonna keep cooking it. So I think you should just be honest. Do it nicely, or depending on your relationship, be funny about it. Maybe joke about it. I don't know. Like, everyone's relationship is different. I know in my case, like, if my girlfriend ever made something that I didn't like, which thankfully that has not happened. I mean, like, here's a perfect example. I'm super weird when it comes to like meat, chicken, etc. My girlfriend knows how to make chicken like how everyone likes it. Juicy, tasty, and all that. But like, I like mine dry. I like mine so dry. And so she'll make mine like that for me. And there has been times in the past where like it wasn't dry enough and I was just honest about it. You know, it's just, you have to be honest with things like that, especially like just being in a relationship in general. Just be honest with your boyfriend. So next segment that's just gonna go by really quick is my favorites. Just, you know. So my favorite movie is A Simple Favor. My favorite song currently is TV by Billie Eilish. My favorite color is mauve. This like dusty mauve. Is that even how you pronounce it? Who knows? My favorite number is 1. My favorite holiday is Christmas. My favorite animal is panther. My favorite show is Jersey Shore. My favorite food is rice, which not just like white rice, it could be any sort of rice. And my favorite celebrity is Blake Lively. I mean, queen shit, you know what I'm saying? And my favorite hobby is Legos. So the reason why I did that segment is because I feel like I answer so many serious things like all the time. I do get like random little questions of people asking me like, so what's your favorite song? What's your favorite movie? You know, what's your favorite food? And I never really answer those. So I figured just real quick, off the top of my head type style, to answer those real quick. All right, so it is time for bad choices. So we're gonna choose 3 of these and we're gonna answer them. Have you ever done a line of hold on. Have you ever done a line of cocaine off of a person's body? I can't say that I have. That's something I have not done. Oh, this is a create your own question card. So I'm just gonna choose another one because that just seems fair, because what am I gonna ask myself? If we were all in a contest, could you go a month without masturbating? Yes, I could, because I have a girlfriend, if you know what I'm saying. Last one, would you slap your mom in the face for $500? Absolutely not. 500 to slap my mom? No. Random facts. All right, folks, it's about that time. Oh, this is gross. Maggots are still used to clean wounds. In fact, as recently as 2004, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration permitted the production and marketing of maggots for limited use as a medical device. I don't think I'm ever opening this book again. Oh, random fact about me, maggots is one of my worst fears. Like it, oh God. So that is the end of this. Like, I don't mean to make these seem super ranty, like I'm raging or whatever, but I do have to speak up for myself, and I do have to stick up for myself and use my voice. And it's just like these reaction channels, they get to spend all day and every day just talking about me. And the minute I talk about them, which is about me, I'm attacked for it. I should ignore it. No, I don't see it that way anymore. I should be allowed to confirm if something's a rumor or not. I should be allowed to talk about speculations and just try to clear things up, because too many times have I let things slide and they just got way bigger than they needed to be. So anyways, if you guys have anything you want me to talk about, topics, whatever it may be, you can message me on Instagram at velvet.and.honey, or just comments below, because I do read comments now, or community posts, because I like to post community posts so you guys can give me topics to talk about. I'm sure you guys can tell I am beyond tired. I feel like I'm rambling and making absolutely no sense. But I had to film this video. I probably should have waited to do my whole don't sleep situation type deal for another day, but you know what? Today's Monday. I wanted to film this for you guys. Start off my Monday being awake at a like normal, decent time, because my sleeping schedule's been horrific. But I wanted to be awake in the morning. I wanted to experience life in the morning. So I was like, you know what? This hour of sleep is just gonna have to be it. So that's that. Have you guys ever heard of the term slap happy? Like, okay, wait. Let me look up the definition of this, because I feel slap happy. Wait, what? I always thought slap happy meant like you're so tired, you're like loopy. It's almost like you took a few shots of alcohol. might I add, did not happen. I actually have not drank since April, since that live stream. So yeah. Slap happy, casual or flippant in a cheerful and often irresponsible way. Dazed or stupefied by or as if by a series of blows to the head. Okay. Oh wait, I found it on Urban Dictionary. Slap happy, term used to describe one's mood when sleep deprived or tired. Signs of being slap happy include inane rambling, strange remarks, odd random behavior, such as giving oneself a wedgie, uncontrollable laughter at one's jokes. So there it is. I was right. I'm gonna go now since I'm slap happy. I'll definitely be falling asleep at a normal time. Thank God. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this raw episode. Hopefully it wasn't a flop, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.